The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games in home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So LSU's offense has the football first here today. And now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done. Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Grab down the middle. It's Durham. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Dropping back. It's Van Buren. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Offense facing fourth down.
QB keeper all the way. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Watkins. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On the move now. Short pass finds the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Important second down play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's buried. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, what a spin. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
One down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Bearcats offense gets their first crack now. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's
He's looking deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Bearcats bring their punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big gain. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. The defense make adjustments.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They'll run it to the left. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert and keep the drive going? Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, LSU. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's reeled in. It's Jackson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
It is intercepted. Touchdown, LSU. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They've been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action here on 1st down. Quick throw to the left. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Grab behind the line. It's Sperry. Breaks loose at the 40. Who's in the clear? Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report, but look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And the wideout goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and nearly an interception by the big fella. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball. Incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. he missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, it's still a 21-point lead.
LSU.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. To throw, it's Jones. Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. He's going to take off. Picks up the first and still running. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Pass rush closing in. QB to the tight end for a completion. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll run it here. Oh, headed for the end zone. They'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Bearcats, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
LSU. 21. Cincinnati.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Touchdown to the sidelines is enough to move the sticks. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Nice grab. It's Barry. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking deep for the right side. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter, down by a couple of possessions. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Boy, anytime you come out trailing in the second half, you have the football. You want some momentum. You want to be able to get things started. This is not how they envision getting the second half going. With a sack here on third down, you're on your side of the field, 2 scores down. That's a huge play by this defense to start this second half.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On the run, it's Durham.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Off the RPO, clock to the right.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. He keeps it on a design run. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. Second down and goal. Tight end goes in motion. For this offense. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one. The Bearcats will line up to kick it away. And they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Trying to find some room. It's Davis. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A play action, looking to throw. Using his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Catch made on the out route. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. This offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The sure hands. It's Barry. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. They face 3rd and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure if this is an indictment on their kicking game, but I think this offense is in attack mode, and it isn't willing to settle for a field goal when presented with a 4th and short. Clearly paid off this time.
Touchdown, LSU. This offense is still clicking. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They begin with a quick throw to the left. Powering through a tackle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Game moves the ball to the 43. 1st down coming up.
And 1st down for the offense.
Scanning the field. It's Jones. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. Offense operating from the pistol. Working clock with the ground game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Illegal blocking.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Let's go, right. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Trying to go very deep there, good effort. And now it's third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They'll kick it away here. He'll field the punt. And the returner is brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The defense still does have all 3 timeouts remaining. Let's hope they don't elect to use them.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game, playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
And now the handoff. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.